What up guys, welcome back to the channel, man. I got extremely sick. I don't know how. I was up and I was like in the comments and stuff with you guys on Built Not Bought after we did the roll call, which huge shout out to you guys. Thank you for everybody who participated in that. And most certainly welcome to all the new members to Built Not Bought. Been a lot more active since that day. I see you guys are all posting up your builds and all that kind of stuff. I really do appreciate it. I think that's gonna be a really cool place. Well, it's not a new thing. It's actually been up for some years now, but I think it's a really cool place to build like a community for us there. But you know, I'm sure you could tell I'm still not feeling good. I think it was just allergies, dude, but whew, I literally slept all day yesterday. But anyhow, got my ass out of bed today. I got a notification from Amazon saying that my part came in for Pops, dude. It was in my mailbox. So I was out here already comparing them, making sure that they are the same. And I mean, they look pretty damn similar. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thrown back together. But since I am reusing the old gasket, because it doesn't look terrible, I'm gonna put this together first. You guys know we had to drain the oil on the bike in order to pull that all apart. So I need to go buy oil. But I figured it'd be a good idea to go ahead and get this put together first, because what I think I'm gonna do is go ahead and put a little bit of RTV around here just to make sure that this gasket is going to seal. I didn't want to buy, well, I couldn't find a gasket for one. For whatever reason, it's so hard to get parts for a bike, bro. But I did notice that the stator, whenever I buy a stator, it will come with a gasket. So I plan on doing the stator probably in the near future. I didn't order it yet. That's why I figured I'll just go ahead and do the gasket whenever the stator comes in. For now, I'm gonna use a little bit of RTV with the old gasket, and hopefully it seals. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and get this all thrown together. So then that RTV will have a little bit of time to dry while I run to the auto parts store and go grab oil. All right, I got those new pickup coils installed in there. Got everything all locked tight and screwed down nice and tight. Now these little rubber boots that stick out, I made sure to put some RTV around those as well to make sure they don't leak. And I put a thin layer of RTV around the casing. All right, got the casing all back on, got it topped off with oil. Go ahead and throw the spark plug wires back in. I think we're ready to go ahead and start this thing up to see if it made a difference. Hopefully, fingers crossed for sure. Hopefully we don't have any leaks too. Guess I better put the oil cap back on. Doing the exact same thing and it's still throwing the same exact code. I don't get it, dude. I don't know why I can't ever win with this thing. I did a little bit more research and I found out that it's not actually throwing code number 2. So we did this for no reason. It's actually throwing code 11, which is basically for the TPS. So I don't know, I'll figure that out later. We're not gonna work on that anymore of this video, but what we are gonna be working on is a turbo for something sent out to us by our friends over at MaxpeedingRods. Now, Max has their like standard turbos and then they have their upgraded, like more performance oriented turbos, in which that is what this one is. Max hit me up and asked if I had anything that I would like to throw one of their performance turbos on. Now let's be honest, at the moment I really don't have anything to throw a turbo on. The only turbo car that I have here at the house is the sedan. So I'm not gonna lie, I've actually been planning on putting this turbo on the sedan for a while now, since before Thanksgiving. I've had this turbo sitting here for a minute. All right, out with the old and in with the new. So I got these things clamped up here on the bench in the same like position so I can get them clocked. And I know that the new turbo is going to be clocked in the same position that the old turbo was in. It's pretty much ready to go. I went ahead and I swapped over the drain and I got some new RTV, new gasket and everything on it. I'm going to do the same thing with the feed line, but I got to do that in the car while I'm putting it in. Anyhow guys, I have literally been sick as hell. I know I mentioned that in the beginning of the video whenever we're working on Pops, but I mean, for me, that was like 3 days ago at this point. So the footage of putting that part on pops was like the 23rd, and now it's currently the 27th. Yeah, a couple of days after Christmas at this point. I've just been down in the dumps, dude. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get this turbo thrown on because I'm excited to get it started up. Haven't heard this car run in a while. Alright, got the EP3 out front. I want to go ahead and start doing some assembly on it. I want to at least get the fenders and the hood and stuff on. Alright, well I have installed everything I could possibly install on this thing. The EK, I have the new turbo and everything all installed, but currently waiting for the battery to charge. Yeah, the battery was dead, so. But the new turbo's in there, looking all shiny and everything. I don't have all the turbo piping and everything hooked up. I want to start it first and make sure everything's good, obviously. While I'm waiting for that battery to charge, I figured I'd go ahead and start spraying some more stuff for this EP3. You know, you're kind of loud there, buddy. Alright, so I've got a few things I gotta paint black. I also still have a couple of things that we still have to paint white. The mirrors and the fuel doors still need to be painted white. I think I'm going to hold off on painting anything white tonight because we had a bunch of rain yesterday and it looks like we're gonna have the same tonight, dude. But I can go ahead and spray these pieces black. These are the pieces that go on the door. You know, a little trim piece that's right next to the window. And then the front grill, the grill just looked real faded and ugly. So I pulled the emblem off of it and just cleaned it really well. Just hit it with some adhesion promoter. And then we still have this little area right here on the bumper that we need to spray black. I gotta scuff this up really quick and then spray that. I figured I'll go ahead and do the black shit tonight. Another thing that I need to paint white is the actual rear wing for the car. I know I painted this with the car. I didn't really show it on video, but whenever I was removing all the masking and stuff, this had some like really bad pits in it that I didn't get completely sanded out. It didn't look as good as I would have liked it to look, so I went ahead and pulled it off. And then whenever I started sanding it, literally all the paint was just coming off of it. I don't know, from the factory they must not have prepped this thing very well with like adhesion promoter or something. But tomorrow, hopefully we have a nice sunny day and I'll be able to get the mirrors, the fuel door, and this all painted white. Alright, it is now currently a few days later. So I got the rear wing sprayed, got the mirrors and the gas door. I got everything sprayed. Everything is painted. I just finished it. It's all wet, so need to let this stuff have some time to dry, of course. And once it's done, we'll finally be able to get this EP3 assembled get it finished. At this point, I'm not 100% sure what it is I'm going to do with the car, because the original reason why it is I was painting this thing and getting it cleaned up was part of a deal that I made with somebody. I mentioned to you guys whenever we started cracking into it that it was gonna be going somewhere, and I was going to be trading it for something that was gonna help with one of the builds on the channel. I don't know if that's still a thing. I have reason to believe that the guy may have backed out of the deal, because I'm not gonna get into detail, man. I just gotta get the car done, and then I'm gonna hit him up and see if he's still wanting to move forward with the deal that we have, because it's really the only reason why I even started working on that EP3. I've already got so many other projects that we're in the middle of, as you guys know. So if that deal does not go through, then I'll more than likely need to continue doing more to the car, because the guy is well aware of the transmission problem that it has, and he was fine with that because he had a transmission to fix it. But if I'm going to move forward with getting rid of it, I'm gonna need to get that transmission fixed, or else I'm really not gonna get much out of the damn car. But yeah, only time will tell. I need to let that stuff dry. We'll get the car all assembled, and then I'm gonna hit the guy up and see if we're still good to move forward with our deal. And if we are, I'm gonna be super stoked, because I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a very big part of the puzzle to getting this truck right here finished. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish this video off having a conversation with you. So if you guys aren't into all the talking and all that kind of stuff, this is gonna be kind of long-winded. So if you can care less to hear me talk, then that's pretty much the end of the video. Peace out, and I'll see you on the next one. But I just wanted to kind of share with you guys where I've been. I am back. I'm not quitting YouTube. I don't want anybody to think that, but I am kind of at a point in my life right now where I don't know what to do really to move forward, man. I feel like I've just been spinning my wheels lately. I mean, you guys have to be able to see it through a lot of the builds. I probably, more than likely, it's my fault, because I think that I try to take on a little bit more than I can really handle at times, financially, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, we have the truck going right now. I really want to get the truck done, dude. Got the Blazer going. I'm absolutely in love with that Blazer, but I don't have everything to get either one of those finished. Khaki, bro, like you guys know, sometime back, I tore khaki down and completely repainted it, got it all cleaned up and stuff, because it really needed it. But in the process of that, the engine started giving me problems, and it needs, honestly, a bunch of money thrown at it for it to run right. Like, I've been lacking motivation, man, because it's like every time that I try to make a step forward, I get knocked back. Like the giveaway car, for instance, I still need to get that thing out to Fackler in Florida. I've had nothing but problems with that damn car from day one, man. You guys know that, like from getting the wrong clutch, from taking a month to get the right clutch, and then the head gasket, and then getting a new head, and then putting all that together, and then it not having compression, and realizing the block was fucked, and then I had to get a whole nother engine, and then dude, it was one thing after a freaking another with that car, and it really just tore me down. And I feel, and there was a lot of problems that not everybody knows about. Like, I struggled to get that thing to charge a battery. Like, I put a new alternator, I put a new battery, and I still continued having problems. It was something to do with OBD2A to OBD2B harness and alternate. Like, it was just a mess, bro. Like, and I've been dealing with a lot of people messaging me about that car. Like, and I see the comments and stuff, and people trying to say that, you know, it was a fake giveaway and all that. Like, dude, I have been in contact with Fackler. Fackler and I talk almost on a regular basis, and he is 100% patient with me, man. So at this point, I don't think that I'm going to be able to find the time to be able to actually take off and go to Florida. So I am going to be putting the car on a shipping trailer, and it's going to get shipped to him. I recently learned that it doesn't cost nearly as much to ship a vehicle as I was expecting. It's about a third of the cost of what I was expecting. So it is actually going to be cheaper financially for me to actually just put it on a trailer and have somebody deliver it to him than it is for me to try to drive out there, because honestly, currently I don't have, like, the Suburban's not going to make it out there with a trailer. Braven's truck, like pulling it, it's not going to make it. I was thinking I would just drive the car all the way there, but who knows, man. Might end up having problems with the car on the way there, which would be catastrophic. And then on top of that, we would have to get a couple plane tickets to fly back. So it's just going to be cheaper and more convenient for me at the moment to just go ahead and put it on a truck and just ship it out there to him. I'm gonna have to be doing the same with the E46, in which, yes, the E46 tickets have all sold. Thank you to everybody who has participated. One of these days this week, or coming up here very soon, man, I can't nail down a day. I will be going live and we'll be drawing a winner. And then the same with that car. I'm gonna have to throw it on a trailer and get it shipped off to whoever it is wins it. I mean, if it's not local or relatively close. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge whenever it comes, because who knows? Anybody can win that car. I mean, whether they live in Arizona, California, or freaking Florida, you know. Like, we will be going live here soon to draw a winner for the E46. So please, guys, can you please stop with all the messages and the comments on every one of my social media platforms. Like, I get it, man. The main reason why I wanted to talk to you guys is I'm sure that you guys have all heard about Ken Block. Tragically, he has passed away, and he most certainly was a huge part of the automotive industry, man. And I don't know all the details. I don't think anybody really knows all the details as of right now. I'm sure his family is most certainly going through a lot right now and grieving over his passing. He definitely had an amazing life that he lived, and I guess the way that I'm looking at it is, if let's say if this happened, for instance, to myself, like, I'm thinking, you know, like, what if you're just out and about doing your thing one day and just bow, basically game over. Like, imagine that boom moment when you lose your life, however it is that happens. You are up somewhere and you are looking down, and there's somebody standing there like, that's it, bro, it's over. Game over. And you're up there and you're looking down on your life and everything that you have done and everything that you have experienced in life. And you're thinking to yourself, like, damn, I did a lot, bro. Like, I got to go here, I got to go, like, if it was Ken Block, I got to travel the world, I got to do all these different motorsports activities that I just absolutely loved and enjoyed. Like, I got to really live my life, man. Like, looking down, like, are you truly satisfied with the time that you had, you know? And I don't know, Ken Block most certainly in his life was a huge inspiration for a lot of people. I just want to tell you that even in his passing, I feel like it's good to try to find some kind of inspiration from that as well. Just kind of think about your own life, man. Like, whether you are actually happy with your life. Are you happy with what it is you're doing? Because life really is short, dude. Like, you never know when your day is gonna come. And, you know, there's a lot of things I feel like most people put off and say, I'll do that one day, I'll do that one day. You know, dreams and goals and just what it is you would really like to do with your time and experience in your life. And a lot of times that kind of stuff just kind of gets put off, and we get comfortable with where we're at, and you just lose track or lose focus on just trying to find happiness. I don't know, I guess what I'm trying to say is that's kind of where I've been, man. Like, I haven't been 100% happy with my current situation, you know, and I don't know, I honestly don't know what to do to fix it. You know, I've been brainstorming and thinking about it, and I don't know. I don't know what to do to fix it. But I now have it in my mind that I'm going to do and figure out what it is that I need to do to make improvements in my life and start doing more of the things that I want to do. Like, don't get me wrong, I love doing YouTube. I don't want anybody to take this as like I'm thinking about not continuing with this, but it's just, I don't know. But I'm gonna figure it out. And I'm just saying, when my day comes, rest in peace to Ken Block. When my day comes, I want to be able to be just like that man, and obviously probably on a much smaller scale, but and be able to look down and look back at my life and say that, you know, I lived it to the fullest, because I know that man most certainly is capable of doing so. I would say the most tragic part is more than likely just, you know, leaving his family behind. I'm sure if he's up there looking down, that is probably the thing that's killing him the most. But even to his family, like, I hope that they know that that man most certainly lived a happy life and he got to do what it is that he wanted to do with his life. And he went out having fun and doing what it is he loves, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope nobody took any part of that as being insensitive in any kind of way, because I most certainly feel terrible about what happened. Like, it definitely sucks. But yeah, on that note, man, like, to all you guys watching this, and if you stayed to the end, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Throw a DBFam down in the comments below. But yeah, maybe put some thought into your own lives, you know? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, bam, new year, new me, it's 2023, and I'm gonna make this year my bitch, and this is my year and all that. Like, but realistically, I do want to, I wanna start making moves towards being happier. You know what I'm saying? And such a big loss and a tragic moment like losing Ken Block has most certainly helped inspire me to try to do more with my life. And I hope that you guys can find some inspiration yourselves, and you know, let's do it together. Try to figure out something in your life that you want to improve and work on that. You know what I'm saying? I am by no means a motivational speaker here, you know, like, it's not what I'm trying to be, but I hope these words at least inspire somebody, you know, even if it's just one of you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get back up on content, you know. I definitely have plenty of stuff to work on. Pops, khaki, the truck, the blazer. To be honest with you guys, man, my biggest problem is just not having the money really to dump into these things right now. Like, if I'm being straight up with you, YouTube really hasn't been bringing in a whole lot like it once used to. For whatever reason, it has went down quite a bit. So yeah, I've been making enough money off these damn videos to pay my bills, but not necessarily enough money to buy thousands of dollars worth of parts that I need to put into these damn things. So yeah, I have been kind of thinking about maybe I ought to do something with all this stuff I have out here. Obviously, we're gonna be getting rid of Gotham, but I think I want to kind of complete it a little bit more, install all the Lexan, and just kind of get it in, like, to be more of a complete race car shell, you know, and try to sell that thing. I don't think I'm gonna get much more than maybe $1,000 for Gotham, but I have really been thinking about getting rid of the 64. Believe me, that's really the last thing that I want to do is get rid of this car, because I was so excited when I got this thing, and I still am really excited about building this thing one day. But at the same time, man, like, I have all these other projects going on, and I have money tied up in these things that getting rid of this stuff could actually help with getting some of the other projects done. And then of course the barnyard, you know, maybe clean this thing up, finish painting all the black stuff that we pulled off, and I don't know, try to sell it as a shell. But at the same time, I feel like that thing would bring in a lot more money being a running and driving car rather than trying to sell it as a shell. I really don't want to get rid of that 64. Out of those three vehicles, that's the one that I would like to keep more than anything. But to me, those things are just sitting out there waiting for me to spend money on them when I need to put money into these, so I could sell those damn things, so then I make money off of them, and then I can invest it into the builds that I already have going on. And then who knows, we can get another 64 some other time in the future, some other point in life, you know what I mean? I don't know if anybody's interested in any one of those, and I mean like really interested, you know what I'm saying? Not like, hey bro, I'll give you $200 for it, like type shit. Well, certainly hit me up and maybe we can work something out. But yeah, I need to get, with YouTube the way that it's been lately, I just feel like I need to get rid of a lot of this stuff that I just have sitting around for future shit, and so I can actually put some money into the right now shit. But anyhow, guys, I'm gonna try to step it back up on content. I'm not sure exactly what it is I'm gonna work on at the moment. If you're not catching my drift, I'm basically broke right now. So waiting for my check from YouTube, because the last one was so small, I paid all my bills and I just have enough money left to eat on. And I do have money put up for shipping the cars. Both cars need to be shipped. I just want to make that clear. And I will be going live. Keep an eye out for that, for doing the drawing on the E46. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I've been gone for so long. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. We missed all the holidays. But yeah, I'm back. Happy 2023. Peace, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. I'm gonna try.